Completed.
Hello world, Corinne here with Sweatonomix. So today's topic, I want to talk about the ugly sweat slimming system and how it actually gets rid of fat. Now I know several of you are very skeptical, rightfully so, but I'm hoping that after this really quick video, you'll get a little bit more education about it and maybe want to do your own research. Then come on back and get your slimming system because it really does work. Now before I go into the product and how it helps, let me just really quickly go over how to get rid of fat. Now, to clear up a couple things, before you can even start this phase of getting rid of fat, or even set your mindset and your body into the process of getting rid of fat, you're going to need a sensible nutrition plan and, you guessed it, an exercise program. Because without these two, you're not going to get rid of anything anytime fast. So if you're committing to this process, you have to successfully get rid of fat the right way. And most importantly, you're going to want to keep it off. So make sure that you have a good nutrition plan and a good workout plan in place first. Now, if you need help with either one of these, check me out at www.nuvufit.com. I'm here to help. I'm a personal trainer and I can get you started in the right direction. Okay, so let's say you already have a good workout plan and you already have a good nutrition plan. Now what? You're still not getting rid of the unwanted fat, primarily located around your abdomen area, your arm area, or your thigh area. So how do we do that? Well, there's a 3-stage process that will help you get rid of fat and keep it off. The first stage is to break down the fat. The second stage, you have to burn the fat. And the third stage, release the fat. So the first stage is breaking down fat. And this is truly going to start when you start building muscle fibers. So yes, working out and building muscle will increase the opportunity of breaking down fat. Side note, ladies, you will need to lift weight to burn fat. No, you will not look like a man if you lift weights. Biologically, we are made up of fewer muscle fibers. So unless you're taking anabolic drugs to grow, you won't. So stop with the myth and go lift weights. So how do we grow muscle fibers? Simple, by lifting weights, doing cardio, and other asymmetric movements. Now, as you build muscle fibers, you will form adrenaline and growth hormones. These hormones will be released throughout the body by the way of the blood. This blood will then go attack your fat tissue, turning into free fatty acid chunks, which will start the second stage of breaking down the fat. Now, these fatty acid chunks travel over to your mitochondria. The mitochondria is a cell made up of fatty acid chunks and glycogen. Now, when these two start shifting together, they turn themselves into an energy molecule called ATP, or adenosine triphosphate. How well we produce this ATP will actually determine how fast we can burn the fat off. So how do you know you're tapping into ATP successfully? Well, you know you're tapping into it during a workout if you start sweating. Yes, creating an ugly sweat means that your heart rate is increasing, your body temperature is rising, and if you haven't noticed yet, I'm talking a lot about your blood flow. So it's extremely important throughout this entire process of getting rid of fat, so you always want to remember, never restrict your blood flow at any time. So we have discussed how to break down the fat, how to burn the fat. Now let's get into the third stage, releasing the fat. Now the best way to release fat is through hydrogen and nutrition. Did you know that on average our body is made of 65% water? So that means if you want to know how much water to drink daily, simply calculate your weight and times that by 0.65. And that's how many ounces a day you should consume. Pretty simple. To release fat, we now need to consume more water. So especially while using the ugly sweat slimming system and working out. So on average, you now need to consume 80% water, not just 65%. So take your weight times it by 0.80, and that's the ounces recommended to flush out. Your nutrition plan should also aid in the releasing of fat, so it's pushed out through your waist daily. So now, let's get into the products. So with the Ugly Sweat Slimming System, you have the waist faders, you have your arm faders, and you have your thigh faders. Then we have the creams and the gels. Comes with your Lipo Slimming Gel, your Cellulite Firming Lotion, and your Hydration Mist. This comes in an 8-ounce packaging, or you can even get it in 4-ounce packaging. The Lipo Slimming Gel is going to be applied to the skin in the area where you want to remove the appearance of fat. Now remember, stage 1, breaking down fat. We need to build muscle fiber, generate adrenaline, growth hormones, and these hormones are then going to be released into the bloodstream to attack fatty tissue, turning it into fatty acid chunks. Then we have these chunks that are going to travel to the mitochondria. Okay? So, when you apply the Ugly Sweat Slimming Gel, one of the ingredients is raspberry ketone. Now, this is going to help with the lipolysis of the breaking down of the fatty tissue and increase the fatty acid oxidation, enabling it to be used as ATP energy. This raspberry ketone is also structurally similar to synephrine and capsaicin to also help with skin elasticity. Now, the ingredient keratin is going to help with the body's metabolism and the release of the fatty acids to be carried over to the mitochondria. The second stage, burning fat, is where we have fatty acids and glycogen moving together to form ATP energy. Now, the ingredient Centella asiatica helps to oxygenate skin cells because it's rich in amino acids, beta-carotene, fatty acids, and phytochemicals. Now, the ingredient Vistin, which is also found in strawberries, helps to break down this glycogen that we need so it can travel through the bloodstream better and be used as part as, you guessed it, our ATP energy source. Now, in stage 3, releasing the fat, we have the ingredient caffeine that helps with the blood flow by dilating the blood vessels to help with the transportation of fat through the bloodstream. Plus, we have other ingredients like horse chestnut, green tea, seaweed, aloe vera, just to name a few, that all help protect, strengthen, repair, feed, and condition the skin, which can also be found in the Ugly Sweat Cellulite Firming Lotion to reduce the appearance of wrinkles and cellulite, tighten the skin, and especially once we break down the fat. The Hydration Mist will help replenish the skin with minerals and nutrients for a softer skin. So the Ugly Sweat Fat Faders that I showed you here, they're only designed to help with the body heat and increasing that heat and inducing sweating, either in the abdomen area, the arm area, or the thigh area. It's a targeted approach after you apply the gel to start the lipolysis process. Quick tip: when you're trying to burn fat, you always want to make sure that the area that you're burning feels warmer than your face. But make sure when you're using the faders, it's not too tight, because the goal of the faders is to only enhance blood flow with warmth, not restrict it. All of these products can be found online at www.uglysweat.com. So I hope this was helpful. Maybe even you learned something new, or it just reconfirmed what you already knew. Either way, thank you so much for spending some time with me today, and thanks for checking out Sweatonomix. Please like, share, and subscribe. Bye.